Here's the other one. This is a 70. 1941-ish. I have not ran the serial number. Quite frankly, just unloaded it. Is all that's happened. I have the sneaking suspicion that it is stuck. Sadly, it shifts gears, which is better than the 70 we got. But kind of bought it mainly on the sheet metal side of things. Sorry, it's getting dark out. These fender flares are practically perfect. This side's fender is pretty good. Looks like it's got fluid in it. And these tires are another trail of sadness, sadly. This one's really bad. Really bad. And I've been looking for, 38-inch tires to, do some spit swapping. And, well, you come over here and, hold there. Forgot about it. Come over here. And it's not a 38. It's a 36. Kind of neat tires. Not kind of, are neat tires, but the rims are just rotted out. They got fluid in them. And I had hopes of just being able to cut these off and welding 38s onto it. But no can do. No can do. So I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. If I could find a set of these cutoffs. I really like cutoffs on these tractors, but I mean, they're not necessary. If I found a set of slide-ons, I'm not committed to the cutoffs on this specific tractor. I think they look cool, but I'm not ride or die, so I'm up for anything at this point. But as you guys know, or if you don't know anything about these Olivers, these splined axles, yeah, they kind of become a permanent install. But two main reasons I bought this tractor: pipe cultivator, and the sheet metal was good. Not that they're in demand, but I have hopes of the engine not being stuck. However, when I tried to drag it off the trailer, both the wheels slid and it was in gear, but it was in the top range. So it might have been in first gear, but I still feel that it should have moved if it was going to move. So I don't know. Another thing about this tractor is it does not have a cultivator lift. She's Armstrong all the way. Other than that, the actual tractor itself is in pretty dang good shape, really, for what I paid for it. The only real bunged up sheet metal is this grill, and I think that could be remedied. It's got these, must have that heat houser on it. But, oh, what are you? Summer bugs. I've always wanted one of these pipe cultivators, and there should be one with the 77, or there is one with the 77. However, we cannot find the cultivator units. We had the pipes and the lift mechanisms, but we cannot find the units. So yeah, that is the 77. Well, I had hopes of it running, but that is a very old oil filter, so I don't really know what to do. Might be make 2 out of 1, but which one do I make 2 out of? I had hopes of this being original paint, but it's not. It's been repainted. I cannot get my hand in there to spin that over. So if it spins over, then I'll probably just get this one running, but I don't know. I do not know. I would really, I plan on getting that other 70 running. It's just, open, sorry. Oh, she was a kerosene distillate tractor. As you can see, we have a Mountain Dew can over the exhaust, so that's gives me a little hope. You gotta have a little bit of hope on these old ones. Cap isn't too terrible. Yeah, this cultivator's gonna have to come off if I start working on it. Oh yeah, that is workable. That is 100% workable. So hopefully we can get a hopefully the engine spins, and then if the engine spins over, we're in for a world of work. These front tires look salvageable. They probably would have held air, but such is life. We're past the probably would have held air part of our days, so it just is what it is at this point. And that's all I really know about this tractor right now. No, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Got it unloaded here, and it's gonna stay here for a while, so other people driving by can, what in the world is that here for? You know, one of those deals. So I don't know, I'm excited. I hope I can get the engine running. I really do. Still want to get hours running, but I'd kind of like to turn this into a little tractor drive tractor. I know, I haven't even seen if the clutch works. She's a little stiff, but it works. So, oh, just about got that hole again. So I kind of have hopes of trying to turn this in. Oh, cultivator works. Okay, yeah, this is literally the most I've messed with this tractor. So I kind of will just leave you right here for right now. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I'd like to put it up by the shop so it can be worked on, but yeah. I don't know what kind of video this is gonna be. I really don't. Maybe this will be initial. I don't know if I'll put this in the Super 77. I probably won't. I don't know. Maybe this will just be the initial walk around. The initial walk around is I shouldn't have bought it. But that's what I had with the same feeling for the VAC. It's cheap enough. I'm going broke over it, so. Wanted a pipe cultivator. Worst case scenario, we stick that on the 77 and we have it. Because I'm sure they change these, but in theory it should be the same. We get the pipes and the lift. Ironically, on the 77, all the hard to find parts are there. These are a hard to find piece on these pipe cultivators, and on the 77 style ones, it's kind of a flip down deal. So the hard to find parts, they're there, but not the row units. We have scoured the place where that place came from. Bought but they had 3 tractors there, and we got all 3 of them. Scoured that place looking for it and cannot find it. So anyways, I'll quit rambling and stay tuned, guys. We'll make some videos about this. You know, whether it gets saved. It's got an old enough, sorry, I'm rambling on again, but it's got an old enough repaint to where it's not, I know it's not original, but it's not like a crappy 80s repaint that's just awful with the wrong shade of green or anything. So I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. You see you on the next one. There will be a next one. Don't you worry. So back on the 70, as you saw in the previous video, better look at it. Lack of rim. Tire's really not too bad besides where it sat flat. But as John was saying, if we did find a set of 36-inch rims, doubtful, we might have a tire that could be more salvageable than not. I don't know. I know. Don't pour that out on the ground right here. It's not great. But this side is, I don't know what it is. If it's holding air by itself, I don't know. But try and get it up the hill. Try.
Yeah, I won't be able to get that jack out now.
We won't. We can put that block under it. Might be able to. But anyways, let's see what is going on right now. Oh, wish us luck. So this is now. We got the 70 partially taken apart. Brown cow support rig. We were trying to drag it up, but we kind of tilled a path here, and the center section is causing problems. We took this off last night just for the heck of it. So looks like we're gonna pull the center section off. I think this will be fine. I hope. I don't know. I really hope. Rolling it up as long as we go slow, right, John? Slow. You can still see some silk screen on here, but we had the engine rocking a little bit more last night, but that was last night, so we're gonna keep soaking it and hopefully she'll come around. But anyways, we're pulling it up the hill. Also, we were bored last night. It started to rain. Now that needs to be fixed, but straighten the grill out, so that's handy. Still not perfect, but a lot better. So right, Jersey? Right? We're pulling it up the hill. We had to remove the center section, as you saw. I had kind of a fun little joyride on the way down with this one, but yeah, this rim is, oh jeez, that rim is gonna destroy. It's not even there, the bead is gone. So yeah, a new set of rims and tires is probably in order. So anyways, I'll let you know if anything weird happens. Kind of up here in, I call this Cultivator Row. Yeah, just this all just wasn't here like, I don't know, 8 months ago. Well, anyways, here it is. All the pieces and parts are back on it. This would be the front of the tractor, so everything is, you know, this is the front tube because it's got those on it. And this lift arm is over here. So yes, it is sitting here. If you just drove the tractor on, you can't drive on these, but you get the idea. That is how it came off the tractor. So yes, there's the VAC cultivators, the VAC T&L pivot pump, and case plows in the forklift tractor, which another news on that. We had the cylinder taken out of it. We had it working, and the seals were completely blown. And then the rod is cracked all the way down it, basically, and it's like $2,000. So its fate is undecided. But here's John Deere cultivator parts. But the John Deere cultivator isn't here, but that's where the lift rods are, and the shields, and then a few other odds and ends, and then case plows. So yes, we had to make room up here for this stuff. But anyways, there's your update on where the cultivator is. Well, we got the hood off. Still no movement on the engine. So I guess we're ready to pull valve covers or anything like that if we need to. But yeah, obviously pipe cultivator is off, and apparently John got the seat springing, so that's handy, I guess. So anyways, well, pulled the valve cover. Yeah. This is after I cleaned it. Looking for stuck valves, hoping I had a couple stuck valves that were causing it to not spin over. We'll but see if it responds. This one's the only one that's questionable, but it moves. So I don't know which one I want more, the lawnmower. Yeah. All right, we are more 70 updates. Charles here. Okay, see it. Yeah, I'd go to one of those two. You follow this hydraulic hose, leads to a low pressure power unit. So we are I'm trying to get this 70 unstuck right now as we speak with hydraulics using the Super 77. I just got low power mode, so less than 20%, whatever it is, I don't know. You can't see it now, I probably can't turn the lights on, but the starter died on this tractor today, which I knew it was not long for the world. I had to hit it with a hammer to make it work, so. Anyways, I will update you with more progress. We got it to turn probably about 1/8 of a turn-ish, something like that. Fan went from like here to there. No, it's not that much, but more than we had got it before. So yeah, I'm gonna put some oil in this rig again and hit her again. Well, we're working at it, and I didn't record it, but we have gotten some movement. Probably
That's
down
at the bottom.
catching in our drain pan here. So yeah, I won't be surprised if we blow a head gasket, but I mean, as you can hear, the Super 77 is just idling along, and I know for a fact when I was raking with it a couple days ago, idling in gear at, I don't know, that's probably 500, 600 RPM. It's a slow lift to get that quick hitch up, or 3-point up. So it's not a whole lot of pressure, but we've got movement. And I guess we'll find out when we start it if it's got a blown head gasket, but we know it's gonna have oil in either the exhaust or intake because we forgot to loosen the valve train off of it. So I think it just filled the exhaust with oil. Probably, but you know, you'll have that, but yeah. We're making progress. Trying to catch the oil as we go. But yeah.
We're supposed to just move it back to when we were on.
I'd say so. Well, it's the next day, and I don't really know if things are better or things are worse, really.
They're worse in the sense that the motor's arguably more stuck than it was last night. But they're better because there was no avoiding this scenario.
Yeah. We are pulling the head currently. We have been using hydraulics, and we actually had this system rigged up too. Trying to break this free with the VAC, and that wasn't working. It moves, it's got wiggle room, but it's just when 2 and 5 get on top of the stroke, they just shut down. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So anyways, hopefully we can get this off before it gets dark.
By shut down, he means like complete stop.
But they're not stuck. I know it doesn't make sense, but you can wiggle on the flywheel, and the flywheel will wiggle back and forth, but they do not move either way. And it'll turn the fan, and it'll push oil out, you know, it'll gulp oil out of the cylinders. So it's moving the pistons, but they won't move. So I don't know if that's the rings are stuck. I don't know. I've got a hone. At least when the head's off, we can get the old wood block and wham bam, thank you Sam it. But that is where we are right now. So anyways, well, we're about ready to pull it. Actually, just trying to break it free. It's going to be full of oil. It's about to pop. It's wiggling. It's just going to be an explosion of oil too, because this cylinder is full. But we left the manifold on. There's really no good way to do it. The water pump's still on.
Yes, I know. Cast iron. No, bad.
We're not really going for the, it's got different valves in it.
Those are the rotator valves that Teddy was talking about.
Well, yeah, that's where we're at. We'll see I don't even know where the gasket is on this. I'll see, probably see you when we get it off. Don't know where we'll go with it. Maybe I should make room for it on this makeshift table here full of our parts. Stop the video there. There's a spot for it. We'll see what it looks like. Not very clean, but we're also going to be putting the old head gasket back on, so it's not going to be a high...
Oh, the front half busted free.
High precision job, but I don't think there's any more stuff up front, but I'm sure that water pump will leak. Well, I'm making this video where we have a little real light out. As we said, we caved and pulled the head, and yeah, that one's not great. Is that pitting? No, not really. What is it? Just staining? That one's good. That one's good. And yeah, it's just 3 and 5 really problem children. They had rust on threads. Although 5 spark plug had more corrosion on it, so I don't know why. So we must just be stuck in that. I don't know if we can do a little jiggle. Do you see anything or not? Yeah. This one is gonna have to be honed out before we do anything. Obviously, they gotta be cleaned out. But anyways, that is what we found. Nothing looks broken. I would show you the underneath side of the head, but it's heavy, so yeah, it's just gonna stay there. The bugs are getting bad, so yeah. Sorry for not, hopefully this video isn't too unfollowable, but yeah. Oh, John also ran the serial number, and it's a 39, so anybody wondering, 3970. Well, here we are, got the head off. And as you can see, our natural lighting is slowly fading, but cylinder 1 looks pretty good, really, all things considered. Or that's cylinder 6. It's pretty dang good. Cylinder 5, I'd assume, is very similar. Cylinder 3 or 4, not too bad either. Cylinder 3, yeah, that's a mess. We're gonna try and clean that up somehow, some way. And then the rest aren't too bad. But this one, hopefully we can get her to move again. It's pretty well stuck right now, but we know it spins and does all that stuff. I'll have to get a new gasket for the timing plate, and it's gonna have to be cleaned down there too. It's not too great, so it would run on that. But this motor's got some serious ring ridge. I don't know if you can hear that. My fingernail gets caught on it. So that's an issue, but you know, it's not a new tractor by any means, creeping up on, well, it's a 39, so what's that make it? 39, 49, 59, 69, 79. Well, 83, I think. I don't know. But yeah, that's where we're at. Coolant looks, well, not great. I don't know if we blew a head gasket or not. It wouldn't surprise me if it did. But, you know, who knows how old the coolant is on this. And look at this paint coming down there.
I bought this other 7.
Yeah. Now, we're not really sure if you're supposed to go straight to a hone in these conditions. Most people actually would not even. They'd say just rebuild this motor. But you don't.
It's got enough ring ridge on it to catch.
Oh, I played. I tried.
You tried to show them.
But we're dealing with a $3,500 tractor restored, and a motor and tires that alone take probably almost $10,000 to redo.
Last I checked, just liners for this engine was. The other battery was dead. Last I checked, liners for this engine were $2,200.
Yeah, so, you know, we're just getting it running. If you watch Pole Barn Garage, you'll know you know, this is a 20 horsepower Continental. It's never going to be a race car. It doesn't have hydraulics of any, it doesn't even have a cultivator lift on it. Not live PTO. I mean, it's about as useless as it gets for a tractor in the modern world. And yes, this could be the wrong hone for this, but we don't really have an option. So calm down. It's fine.
Don't have any
Could we be doing this wrong? Yes. Will it ultimately matter? Probably not. But, you know, that's acetone and ATF. Probably not the greatest lubricator out there. But it's good for us, so. This hopefully will give us enough freedom to get this piston to move again. It's pretty well stuck. We may have to put some oil in it to... We probably should pull that out and clean it somehow. Let the brake clean. Well, I'm going to put you down so I can have some hands. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Well, things have escalated. We put the head back on because we were moving it, but it was pushing the liners out. And then we put washers on it to hold the liners in. And they weren't able to hold the liners in. And the cylinders are clean. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. The cylinders are literally clean. The bores, they're clean. So I don't know. Worst yet, you know, we were using this PTO for running this, but you probably can't hear that. Hear the stripped gears in there. There's a big gear and it shifts fine, so I assume the tractor gear is fine, but or the transmission gear is fine, but strip the gears out on teeth off, some of the teeth off on the driven, not the driver, so yeah. And we're just to the point where we really don't know what to do now. Really don't. So if you want to know what defeat sounds like, it's us right now. Right, John?
I think you're more discouraged than me, but I'm so low discouraged.
The pistons, they're not pitted up. I just don't know what happened. I imagine if we put hydraulic force on it, it won't do anything. It was not moving hydraulically before. And I imagine since we pulled the head off, now it won't. It'll just blow the head gasket out or seat past the head gasket, so. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, that's the update. Well, we're waiting for a mark I made on the flywheel.
I'm going to show them what we upgraded to.
We upgraded hydraulic units. Not to say the old 86, 88 series international, or 2+2.
86 series.
Yeah, 86 series hydraulics are great. They're a lot better than 1955 Oliver Super 77 ones.
They're good for unsticking stuff because they don't put out enough hydraulic pressure.
Yeah. There it is. Boys, we got a full rotation out of her. We got her through the tough spot, eh?
Who knows what we broke in the process?
Yes, who knows what's broken in the process. But yeah, it's just gonna be defeat and the last clip to victory. However, we don't know what's yeah, there's still a definite tough spot.
It's really hard to do that when your hands hurt. I stabbed myself on the 2+2 yesterday.
Yeah, you can see that little spot on his hand. Yeah. He has gloves, but he's not wearing them.
We got ourselves a racing car.
I want to buy this racing car. That poor ring gear, I tell you what, that thing has just eaten up. Oh, focus. Yeah, eating up that pry bar. Let's see, we had the head off today.
Only push 2 liners up.
Yeah, we only pushed 2 liners up. We didn't push up. Yeah, we didn't let them go all the way out, but it pushed them out a ways. One probably 1/4 inch, so.
Still don't have any oil coming out of there. I don't know.
There's a lot of water coming out of that still, and I'm not quite sure why. Oh, we had the idea that we were gonna tee into the cooling system on one of these old pickups, and we were gonna circulate hot coolant through the block and try and get her to, try and warm the block up and see if we could get it to come free, or see if we could make it do something there. But I really don't know what to do now.
The other way. Do we reassemble?
Well, I was gonna say, do we reassemble or do we take stuff apart and see if there's carnage? We'll probably just put, well, I don't know if we have spark or anything like that, so I don't know. But anyways.
Find a radiator hose while we're in here.
Yeah, we're gonna replace radiator hoses for sure. But anyways, yeah, we have victory now. Well, at what cost is yet to be determined, but the engine spins, so that's victory. All right, so as you saw in the video, we got her spinning over, and we put all the stuff on because we're blowing this out. Yeah, she's full of it. So that's what we're working on now. Right, so we're basically coming to another end of the day here. I don't know how long we'll work on this tonight because we're, quite frankly, I don't know. We'll find out. But I think I said in the last clip why we put it back together. But I did an excavation journey before you put the nose cone and radiator on, and these cavities in here, well, they like to fill up with dirt, and I got this one cleaned out the best I can right now. And down in here, and down in here. That is what came out of this. I guess you can't really tell it that well, but that's at least half a 5-gallon bucket worth of dirt and oil and grease and whatever else. So I suppose we will. That was quite the excavation journey. And yeah, I cannot get that stuff out of there. That's minor details, really. But it might steer a little easier since it's not going to push all that crap through and everything. And this tractor still has the steering brake rods on it, which is kind of neat. So I don't really know how they work. But this rod, when you turn it all the way left or right, there's one on each side. This rod follows the frame rail all the way through here and then shoots out here. And then when you turn, yeah, I guess when you turn that all the way to the left, if they're adjusted right, it'll pull the brake actuator here, and then it'll actuate the brakes. But that was kind of some people used it, some people didn't. But I did notice one thing. This tractor does not have a brake pedal on it. I mean, these are your brakes. These are your individual brakes. There's one on this side, but if we go to the other 7, still plan on getting this tractor running, don't worry. That one's just in a lot better shape. AKA the engine turns and doesn't have a hole. I've got a couple videos on this tractor. But this one's got a brake pedal assembly. You can see that whole deal of whatever. I thought it actuated this side, but apparently it doesn't. Apparently it's not supposed to actuate this side. It actuates that side, but I don't see how it actuates this side. But anyway, I'll be on the lookout for another one of these. I don't think I'll steal it off this tractor, but I would like a brake. My thought with this other tractor is that I'll be able to tractor ride it. So, but yeah, this tractor doesn't have those. Oh, that other tractor has a cracked rear end too. So, yeah, that's another thing. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's going to be really long, I imagine. All right, well.
Better move, Jersey.
Yeah, you better move.
You're in a firing zone too.
We are. Jersey, let's go. Move, move. We have made very, well, I'd say significant progress. We've got
almost functioning the way a normal tractor should.
Yeah.
This is 12 volts on a 6-volt starter. I don't know why I jumped so much.
Ooh.
Yeah, she sprays. So.
Well, it spins over, I guess.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get on this side.
Jersey, you're gonna want to move, Jersey. Come on, let's go. Let's go. I don't want an oily covered dog.
We'll use a different grounding spot, aka this bolt on this side.
It's only taken how many days? Probably a blown head gasket.
I don't think the starter is really too happy. Well, I guess that slowing down is probably in the tough spot.
Probably.
So, anyways.
We think the radiator might be rusted through. We don't really know.
There's a strap of metal that comes around on the bottom. And that strap of metal is rusted all the way through. And it looks like it is to the inner, or to the radiator. But it doesn't look like it's through, but you know.
Don't really know.
At this rate, anything is possible with this tractor, so.
Yeah.
We'll hit her one more time for kicks and giggles and oh, I should see which way it spins real quick. I didn't even.
That thing spins it over fast. I guess there's no compression on it, but.
Anyways. Day of whatever. Victory.
Wow.
Today was the most defeat and the most victory we've had on this thing, so.
Yeah, there was a lot of
There's going to be a couple clips in there that are just
defeat.
Just straight defeat. But anyways.
As you know, we got the 2+2 out. I don't know I think we pointed that out, that the 2+2 came out. We needed more hydraulics. And we're We're now fighting the baler, as always.
Like every year. It's kind of a yearly tradition.
Yeah, fight it, fight it, fight it. And then it maybe works.
Or just all of a sudden it's like, yeah, let's go.
2856A. Don't know if I'd recommend it.
29s are
I get a 29. I don't think I'd get a 2856A Massey. Yeah, I guess we'll put these plugs in and call it a night. We're all tired. It'll probably be locked up tomorrow morning.
Yeah, probably. We're gonna end on a good note.
Yeah, it moves, it spins. And you know, really, we thought this would be the easier part of this whole project. What we are now learning is that the head gasket's probably blown. This gasket around here, this lifter cover right here, it needs a new gasket. The water pump needs a new gasket. This thing is just gonna leak like a sieve when it runs out of everything.
But we're not buying new parts.
Yeah, we're not buying new parts till it runs. So
if that means taking this all apart, well, it's been taken apart today already.
So. It's really not too hard to get it all apart.
We're putting water in the radiator right away. And yeah.
But it lives. Oh, can't forget to put the wires back up.
These oil lines need to be put back on.
Well, I'm gonna be working on a baler, so.
I don't know. I haven't decided how I'm gonna make this video yet. Kind of want to make just one big long video because I kind of like watching the big long videos, but we don't really have any wrench turning in this, so I don't know how enjoyable it's gonna be for that sort of viewing. Just 7/8 yet.
I don't know, but it spins over. It's fought the whole way. Probably won't run. Probably broken something inside the motor. But even if it knocks and bangs, it at least runs, and you might be able to justify putting money into it, unlike the other 70, which does not run and has holes rotted through the piston.
Which I'm still gonna
piston.
fix. Just not right now.
Yeah. Well, we got the hose here now. Just send her to town. That one piston would.
I don't think that one piston would hold.
That one piston would just disintegrate. We got bugs flying everywhere. The whole 9 yards. I think I'm gonna call it right now. So anyway, there is some victory for the day. Hopefully we can get it running soon. Probably won't have a whole lot of free time for the next couple of days. But yeah, anyway. See you on the next clip or next video, whichever comes first. So you know how I said in the last clip, we'll see which comes first. Well, here's the next clip. No new video yet, but we're gonna see if she spins over with all the plugs in. Probably just go, wah.
Or it's gonna go thunk.
Yeah.
Contact. Oh, that's pretty good. Clear that tough spot really easy.
Blowing oil out of it.
Well, that's win. Wrench is fine, so. Yeah. Alright. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. As stated in the last clip. We'll see you in the next video or next clip. We don't know yet.